Dozens of workers disciplined after Charlie Kirk shooting. From journalists to Jimmy Kimmel. Employers and officials are cracking down on comments considered inappropriate after far-right activist was killed. In the aftermath of the far-right activist Charlie Kirk's assassination, dozens across the United States have been fired, suspended, or disciplined over social media posts about Kirk and his death. As employers and public officials crack down on remarks they deem inappropriate. After Kirk, 31, was shot and killed on the 10th of September while speaking at Utah Valley University. Members of the Trump administration called on the public to expose anyone appearing to be celebrating his killing. Call them out, and hell, call their employer, J.D. Vance said. We don't believe in political violence, but we do believe in civility. Over the past week, conservative activists and politicians have been circulating and publicizing social media posts about Kirk and his death that they deem inappropriate and that they claim celebrates or mocks Kirk's death. Similarly, they have waged pressure campaigns urging employers to take action against the individuals. Civil liberties groups and free speech advocates have warned that the wave of firings and expulsions risks chilling free expression and could infringe on First Amendment protections. Here are some of the people who have reportedly been affected by the crackdown so far. Government workers. The U.S. Secret Service placed an employee on leave last week after reportedly writing in a Facebook post that Kirk spewed hate and racism on his show. Adding, "At the end of the day, you answer to God and speak things into existence. You can only circumvent karma. She doesn't leave," according to CBS News. A spokesperson for the agency confirmed to The Guardian. This employee was immediately put on administrative leave, and an investigation has begun. The Secret Service will not tolerate behavior that violates our code of conduct, the spokesperson added. Fox News also reported that an employee at the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, was placed on administrative leave over an Instagram post, describing Kirk as the literal racist, homophobe, misogynist. A FEMA spokesperson told The Guardian that the employee's words are revolting and unconscionable, and that the employee was immediately placed on administrative leave. We expect all public servants to uphold the highest standard of professionalism, respect, and integrity, they added. The U.S. Coast Guard also said last week that it was aware of inappropriate personal social media activity made by one of their employees regarding recent political violence, and that they were actively investigating this activity and will take appropriate action to hold the individual accountable. Media and entertainment on Wednesday evening. News broke that Jimmy Kimmel's late-night show had been suspended indefinitely after comments he made about the shooting of Kirk. In a recent broadcast, Kimmel had suggested that many in MAGA land are working very hard to capitalize on the murder of Charlie Kirk, which prompted complaints from the Federal Communications Commission chair. Brendan Carr said, "These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action on Kimmel, or there is going to be additional work for the FCC ahead." Hours later, ABC, owned by Disney, announced that Kimmel's show would be preempted indefinitely after the affiliate operator, Nexstar, called Kimmel's remarks offensive and insensitive. This came as last week MSNBC fired its senior political analyst Matthew Dowd after he suggested on air that Kirk's own rhetoric may have contributed to the shooting that killed him. Dowd's remarks were condemned by MSNBC as inappropriate, insensitive, and unacceptable. In a subsequent Substack article on Friday, Dowd confirmed that MSNBC had fired him and said, "The right-wing media mob ginned up, went after me on a plethora of platforms, and MSNBC reacted to that mob." The Washington Post columnist Karen Attiah said on Monday that she was also fired over a series of social media posts, speaking out against political violence, racial double standards, and America's apathy toward guns following Kirk's killing. Meanwhile, PHNX Sports, an Arizona sports network, confirmed that it had parted ways with one of its employees over comments related to Kirk's death, according to multiple reports. Several outlets have reported that it was one of PHNX's sports writers,